Hey, I'm Zamora, aka the Yum Yum Foodie, and now I'm gonna show you a great, lean, grilled teriyaki pork chop recipe that you can do inside o afuera, en la parrilla. Let's check it out.
And we're back on the zoo with the Yum Yum Foodie, Eddie Zamora. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for bringing this food.
Vite.
We're starving.
I thought you guys were supposed to give me food. I bring you food.
No, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yum. Now wait, before we get into all this food, let's do a little bit of background. First of all, I always give props to a fellow Cuban from Miami. Okay?
Dale.
All right,
Yes,
we're doing that.
absolutely.
Secondly, you actually have a history with LATV.
Yeah.
You may or may not remember, but you were on LATV Does Hollywood back in the day.
So, at some point, yes. I'm sure I have to look it up, but somewhere down in the road, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
So tell us, why in the world did he bring this food? What do we have here on the table?
Bueno. Well, it's that time of year. We got Super Bowl coming up, but so I did two little dishes here. I actually partnered with Got Milk, so these recipes are up on www.gotmilk.com or tomaleche.com. What I did was I wanted to make some healthier options for one of my Cuban favorites, totones. But these are actually baked totones. I love this thing called vaca frita.
Yes.
It's in La Carreta, called in Miami. That's my jam. I made it out of chicken.
Okay.
So it's not really vaca frita. It's
Chicken frita?
Yeah,
Chicken
whatever.
frita.
But it's chicken vaca frita. Baked tostones and a little creme fraiche. And I had an avocado which kind of fell. So I didn't want to give you a dirty avocado, therefore it's not on there now. But
What's creme fraiche? Is it like cream cheese or something?
I call it French sour cream, fancy sour cream.
Oh,
that's what I call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How were you able to fusion like two of the best things in life, which is food and traveling? Because I want to do that. You're like my idol. It's like I would love to make a blog and just travel the world and eat amazing food.
One day I said I don't want to be at the mercy of somebody else's, whether it was a casting director, because I was an actor, and whether it was a casting person or anything, and I really love food and I love cooking. So I said, you know what? I was working for a brand that I was traveling a lot. And when I would get off of work, I said, I'm going to start writing about all the places I go to. I'm going to just start taking notes, and then friends would call me, go here, go there, and that evolved into this in some magical way, shape, or form, only in America kind of stuff.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Do you travel just within the United States, or do you do it internationally?
International. No, I'm so lucky.
Because I was checking out your blog and I loved it.
Growing up in Miami, hell no. International is going to Epcot. That's the equivalent of going to like Paris. Is my parents drove 4 hours to Epcot and we're like, oh my God, mira, the Eiffel Tower.
This is like the real thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so since you're such a good cook, I mean, because look, guys sometimes, some guys want, they're kind of cheap, they're a little bit cheap, and they're like, no, I really don't want to take you out to dinner. So would you cook for them to keep it a little bit cheaper on those dates?
Well, I wouldn't cook for guys, but you would. I got it.
Yes.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
You crushed his dreams. He was trying to get it.
Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with cooking for guys, but that was kind of my inspiration. Was I started working also and tasting foods that, because of my travel, I couldn't afford necessarily to have. So I said, how can I make these at home? And then how can I make them in a more reasonable and affordable manner? And then also try to make them as healthy as possible. That was like my thing, because I eat a lot.
Wait a minute, hold on. You want to make things as healthy as possible, but there's a lot of sugar in this flan, so explain to us how that's a healthy
but that's why you cut out the frying of this so you can eat that.
So you can eat that now. Growing up in Miami, this was always my favorite dessert. Can you explain what makes this special, what makes it different?
So this is a flan panetela. So there's actually pound cake down at the bottom. So when we cut this sucker, there's going to be
For our non-Latino viewers, what is a panetela?
Pound cake.
Oh, pound cake.
Literally a pound cake.
Okay.
Yeah, so what I did was, if you've ever seen flan, the way you make it, you put it in a pan, put it in the oven, knock yourself out in a baño Maria, so it's a little wet pan.
What?
It's called a baño Maria.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the bottom of the flan doesn't burn.
Flan, my love.
So you actually par cook it.
Okay.
In other words, you don't cook it all the way through.
Oh, okay.
And then the pound cake, I actually cut it to fit the back of the pan.
Okay.
So about 3/4 of the way through cooking the flan, I lay the pound cake out, and then I coat it with the rest of the batter, kind of like a French toast.
Mijito, tú me estás hablando a mí en otro idioma because I don't understand any of this. We need to where can we find these recipes? Like, are they on your website?
No, gotmilk.com.
Oh, okay, perfect. Because I'm like,
www.gotmilk.com. And honestly, if I can do it, yes, trust me. Trust me. If I can pull this
You
off.
seem like such a pro, and then you say that, and I'm like, really?
I'm a modest pro. How about
But
that?
that's one of the things. You're not a chef, and this is one of the cool things about the foodie revolution is that a lot of people who are not chefs or people that went to school for culinary arts or whatever you call it are learning to come up with these homemade recipes, and a lot of times, they strike some gold. So you became kind of like a cooking expert from being an eating expert, right?
And I mean, my abuela wasn't a chef, and if my abuela threw down for you, you'd be like, oh my God, no, this is French Laundry, James Beard Award-winning vieja from Miami. That throws down. But that from that perspective, I was like, it's still creative, and I always wanted to be creative, whether it was flavors, whether it was the way something looked, because you know you eat a lot with your eyes, and that was my inspiration. And I have so much respect for chefs. So I never claimed to be a chef, but I try to make things more approachable.
Are you picky when people cook for you?
No, not at all.
No?
No, man.
You're
Somebody
cool?
takes the time to cook for you. It's an honor.
Well, speaking of that, I was saying called the friend zone that I do, and I was wondering like, what's the best dish to get out of the friend zone? You know, because I need to be cooking for women in my life.
And so the friend zone.
Not guys.
Something with edible clothing, I guess. I don't know. You can throw some edible clothing in there. That's probably the get yourself out of the friend zone. I mean, if anything, you're gonna crash and burn or get out of the friend zone. There's no in between.
There's no in between.
And you waste no more time. That would be my.
Okay.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you still you live in Miami right now, right?
No, I live here.
You live here in Los Angeles, but you go back to Miami, assuming like quite often.
a bit. Yeah.
Do you ever take some of the LA West Coast Mexican flavors back home and see what our cuiche
Well, it's so
Caribbean
funny
people?
because you know I don't know how long you've lived out here, but when you go back to Miami, people always are like, oh, no, you gotta try this new taco place that opened up. And it's like, dude, it's always crap. That's like all the Cuban places here. Yeah. They're like, oh, you should go to this place. And you're like, no.
Well, there's one bakery in particular.
I know the ones in
But
New
they're
York.
growing.
good.
But you know what? There's more. Yeah, there's. I always say, you gotta start with the
Yeah.
Cuban pastries.
Absolutely.
Now, but there's more coming up because I think number one, I think that a lot of Cubans from Miami are moving here instead of New York.
Yeah.
All right, and another thing is we're starting to understand all the different types of cultures in Latin America. People don't just assume that every Latino is Mexican or every Latino is just the same thing. So it's cool to show the diversity. Yeah.
Cuba's in right now, so it doesn't hurt to be Cuban at this time.
Are you planning to go to Cuba? Because I know that was on your to-do list, I believe.
It's on my to-do list, but it's funny. I relate probably so much with him, but it's going to be an interesting dynamic to just set foot there for the first time.
Right.
Well, I
knowing
did
what my
last year.
parents went through. Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was actually there was a lot of mixed feelings.
Right.
Even throughout the whole trip, but it's something that you definitely need to do.
And I will. I have a friend who shot a TV show in Cuba, and he was telling me about all the different food places to check out. So
Oh,
I'm
wow,
stoked.
that's gonna be fun
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
stoked.
we want to thank you for being here. I want you to come back. We're gonna try this right now, and then we're gonna take a break and come back with Anthony Lewis. So can we dig in?
Métele mano.
Ay, qué
go.
rico.
Métele mano. I love it.
Anything.
Put some lime on that.
Ah, yes, please. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
We'll
Does
be
it
right
have
back on the
cheese?
zoo.
That you're beautiful.